Glad to have you with us in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Centennial Bank Stadium, home to the Red Wolves of Arkansas State, and fans have been fired up for this one all day. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. And the Red Wolves will put toe to leather to crank us up. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Jaguars' return team will have that offense backed up. And as we watch this wide receiver come onto the field, when you have a dude like this, you find ways to get him the ball over and over again, no matter what the defense tries to take away.
Yeah, because the defense can't win. Whether you double team him, we're still going to win. And they're going to give him the ball in quick passes. They're going to throw it deep, and they're going to take advantage of him every opportunity they can. They will feed him. They will feature him because he's just that good.
Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. The Jaguars in the hurry-up. He'll keep it himself. At the 35, he's open. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass? And the Jaguars will snap it on 1st and 10.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Caught close to the marker, it's Stark. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells me.
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. Big loss on the last play, threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. The give from the gun. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he's going to try to return this one. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So Arkansas State's offense will get the ball for the first time. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You've got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. It's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island outside.
Right back to the well. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun to give to the back. At the 45 on his way. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. On the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They're going to run it to the right. Breaks the tackle. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. That's the end of the quarter. South Alabama has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. The Jaguars come to the line in the hurry-up. He'll do it himself. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. The ball's free. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback in an option offense when you got so many things you have to be accountable for, and then you got to take care of the football, right? When you do make the decision to run, right or wrong, it's your decision. Now you got to wrap that thing up. You can't fumble the football there.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. He'll try to do it himself. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. The Red Wolves will punt it away on 4th down. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on 1 time in that loss last week. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead, put a drive together here and build on that lead.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Jaguars will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. On second down, they'll take to the air. Gonna let it fly. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Red Wolves! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Offense set on first down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. He's got an open man. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Unloads to the right. Give him 6. Touchdown, Jaguars!
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, but I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Wide open downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And the pass hits, picked off. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. With just about 30 seconds to go in the half, how aggressive do you want to be here? They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to it.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Jonesboro when that town is buzzing as it is today.
And the Jaguars will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on third. He's looking to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job of getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
They'll leave it with him. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Offense working from the pistol. Wide receiver shows motion. With jet sweep pass. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, Dave, if I were allowed to push passes. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And the Red Wolves have it with a 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Well, it's a nice job tackling on defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that 3rd down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
They'll pass on the 46-yard field goal attempt and go for it here. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a cheap-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Red Wolves! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. Notre Dame went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Irish always get everyone's best punch, but today they took that punch and delivered a knockout of their own. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He'll pull it on the read. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The Jaguars racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to the ground. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this 3rd quarter in style. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. The Jaguars will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Leaves it with the running back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll run it from the gun.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The inside handoff. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Can't get him to the ground. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Red Wolves will have it 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback, because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal or do you go for it?
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. The last thing you want to do here is give up a big return, pin them back, and then the defense can just stop them from scoring a touchdown. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
Incomplete. It's second down.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. He wants to throw here on second down. On the move, he fires. Makes the grab. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. Offense getting set for first down. He's looking to throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he's got it inside the 35. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. And the Red Wolves look to do some damage in the red zone. He's going to pass. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And he's down, and this game will end on a turnover. Well, how about this one? A fun one. These guys came in as underdogs, and they walk out as the winner.